media studies was to come up with a trailer for a brand new film. My group decided to do a psychological thriller of which we called Larkspur. The name Larkspur came about after we followed a convention with an existing product called Poison Ivy. We liked the way that the name Poison Ivy doubled up as not only the film's title but the character's name as well. We liked how the title Poison Ivy hinted towards the character's nature. A larkspur is a type of poisonous flower. On the outside it looks normal like any other flower, however it's deadly poisonous to humans. We liked how this flower would stand as a metaphor for our character and a danger that she brings to the people around her. We believed our main character was the main way that we challenged a form or a convention of existing media products. So for instance, she's not someone that you would stereotypically see in a lead character in a film. She was someone who's different, and that's what we wanted. She's someone to be feared, she's someone who's interested, she's someone who's not the norm in our teenage society. It was for this reason that we wanted to cast girls who were stereotypical so that we would set off her as a really intriguing individual lead character. Many existing films you see the blonde skinny girls who are pretty, they have always perfect hair and makeup. We wanted to make our lead character as different from these girls as possible. It was for this reason that we chose to keep in the form of binary opposition. This was the easiest way of differing the two types of girls from each other. When doing audience research of the type of people that watch psychological thrillers, we found that it was largely aimed at a male audience of around 25 to 30 years. We wanted to break this convention of psychological thrillers by aiming it at girls of a similar age group to ourselves. Usually in existing media products, especially in our genre of psychological thriller, you see a very dominant male in the protagonist role, like Brad Pitt in Seven, or Leonardo DiCaprio in Shutter Island. We wanted to show a female in a powerful position. When researching existing media products, we found that it's not unusual for an audience to be rooting for the lead character in a psychological thriller. We wanted to challenge this form and have a character that you are unsure whether she's an antagonist or a protagonist. Therefore, when coming up with the storyline of our trailer, we incorporated a strong element of revenge and danger surrounding our character, as we wanted this audience to feel unnerved about trusting a character who was quite clearly unstable. Another convention that we conformed to was costume and makeup. We chose to keep it very minimal as fitting with films that we had researched, like The Roommate and Side Effect. This is similar to the way that we wanted our lead character to be represented in our film, as to show clearly to the audience that she's mentally unstable and someone who's not of a social norm. This consequently offsets the stereotype of her opposing character, who have well done hair and makeup, showing that they are of a stereotype of our social norm of teenagers nowadays. When looking at set for our trailer, we looked at music videos like Lord's Royals, Give Me Love by Ed Sheeran, and Figure Eight by Ed. These music videos prominently showed bare rooms with white walls and white sheets and generally very plain settings. This is how we wanted our protagonist's home life to look, as we wanted to portray an emptiness in her life, especially at home where the whole catfishing element takes place. It's not some huge secret that lighting in psychological thrillers and thrillers in general is always very dark, very cold and very blue. We decided to keep within this form and convention of psychological thrillers as it's one of the main ways of showing the audience the genre, as well as setting the mood and the tone for the whole of the trailer. Lighting was the main difference in creating our media product this year. In terms of last year, when we had to create a film opening, everything was chronological and everything had continuity. This time we were given free realm to chop things up and make things as fast or as slow as we liked. We found the pace in psychological thrillers was generally much faster towards the end of the trailer.
Destroy that before it destroys you.
We can start all over again. Sarah?
Therefore, we wanted to create a trailer that built and climaxed just how the layout of a psychological thriller would be anyway. We wanted the pace and the tension to reflect exactly how it would be if we were to make the full film itself. This is in keeping in Todor's equilibrium theorem, where where he states that the film must start with equilibrium, explore disruption throughout. The music in our trailer was vital in building the tension that we wanted throughout. We used 3 different types of music, which we had seen demonstrated in the trailer for Martin Scorsese's The Beach. The 3 different types of music helps contribute to the structure of the trailer as it reflects the structure of the film itself. We use the music that would match the types of shots that we'd use and the action that was being portrayed. For instance,
Sociopath.
to build that tension to a climax that we wanted.